everyone. How's it going? How are you guys? Hello, good afternoon. Here we are. Isn't that adorable? I'm on my tablet too, so I can follow along here. Let me log in from my personal account here so I can follow the chat while I cook. How's everyone doing? You guys ready to make some lobster mac and cheese and have a tarot reading today? I love you guys too. Let me shut the fan off. I was busy getting some stuff prepped. I was shredding cheese. I got the noodles cooked. The lobsters are partially cooked, so I have a pot to do the sauce in because this is going to come together really quick here. So let me just get into my channel here so I can follow along with the chat. Let me just turn the volume down there, then we don't have any echo. How's everyone doing? You guys ready to get some cooking done here? Hit that thumbs up button on your way in. Super chat is on if you wish to donate. All right, so let's pull an overall energy message to see how this recipe is going to turn out. I've got my oven preheating at 375 degrees. For those of you who emailed me for the ingredient list, if you also go over to the community tab here on the channel, the list of ingredients is there. No exact measurements. You guys know, I mean, I'll try to, when I write the recipe out later and post it, I'll try to have more exact measurements, but you know, I cook by taste and I'm what they call a dump cook. I just kind of dump stuff in. This isn't a set recipe, it's my own concoction. So yeah, so I already got my noodles boiling. It's a 12-ounce box of elbow macaroni or rotini pasta, whatever you want, but it's a 12-ounce box. I'm using a gluten-free noodle. I've got my casserole dish buttered, and sitting on a cookie sheet over there to catch any dripping. My lobster tails are partially cooked. I just got to take the meat out and chop that up, so that'll probably be the first thing we do before we make the sauce. But let's grab a tarot card here for an overall energy message for today and see how this recipe is going to turn out. How's everyone doing? Yep. I learned by sitting in the kitchen watching my dad and grandma cook in the kitchen. I've been cooking and baking since I was 9 years old. Hey Joanne, how's it going? Ooh, stuff dropping all over the place here. Cindy, Rachel, Aisha, Leo Princess, Gina, Mia M, Deborah. Hi everyone. How's it going? All right, let's see what the overall energy message is for this recipe. Hey Quartz Rose, how are you? The spirit, unseen forces watch over you. It's going to take an act of God to make this recipe turn out. On the bottom, we've got choose your words carefully. Got a lot of winged monkeys here. That's a lion, though. It's a lion lady, lioness. I don't know. She's got boobs. Hey, Nova Scotia. Hey, Michelle. So unseen forces are guiding me. I think my grandma and my dad are guiding me along with this recipe today. My mom and dad used to own a Mexican restaurant and bar. My dad's was in the catering business many, many years. Again, as I was saying earlier, that's how I learned how to cook. So the first thing we're going to do right now is I'm actually going to set this camera back over here a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I am going to grab our lobster here, and we're going to cut it up into small pieces with a very, very big, sharp knife. You guys, be very careful when you're handling knives. I have scars on my wrists from previous cooking accidents here, you guys, so just be careful. So what I did was I got 6 kind of small, medium lobster tails. I could not find like already done lobster meat, so I got some from my local grocery store here. And what I did was I took a kitchen snips and I cut the shells all the way back to the tail. And now I'm just gonna take a fork. Their little legs are still hanging on here. We don't want the legs. So we're gonna pull this meat out of the shell here. I'm gonna see if I can do it. Yeah, I can do it with just my hands. It comes right out. I just partially cooked them with some water, vinegar, a little Old Bay, some sliced lemon, and I steamed them just for like 5 minutes, took them off the heat. Yeah, they come right out of the shell. So I'm just pulling this meat right out of the shell. Just be careful because lobster shells can be tough. We want to get all of that good meat out of here, so don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty here. Okay, that came right out. So we'll do that with the remaining. I have 6 small lobster tails here. So I'm just gonna get my hands in here. This meat out of here. Make sure we don't want the legs. Make sure the legs are off. You can also use claw meat, whatever you've got. If you want to do crab meat and shrimp, you can do that instead. Be probably a little more economical, but you know, this is a go big or go home recipe here. Now you could save the shells and make like a seafood stock that you could use later for, you know, gumbo, seafood bisque. Just, you know, take the shells and just boil them in some salted water. How's everyone doing? Hey, the lighthouse, how's it going? I'm just getting our lobster meat out of the shells here because we're going to cut this up and get it ready for the sauce. Yeah, and if you're going to discard the shells, you need to wrap it up tight in some old newspaper because this shit will make your house stink if you're not going to take your trash out right away. Just wanted to make sure. And make sure that you get the vein, the main vein out, that there's no like main vein with like sand and like the poop chute is what I call it. You don't want the poop chute in your mac and cheese. It's quite messy, and I'm just paying close attention so I don't cut myself with this lobster shell. Again, you need to be really, really careful because you can cut yourself. And if you're a klutz in the kitchen, I have no responsibility for that. This is at your own risk, and I just slopped lobster innards on my on my tablet screen. But like I say, I got all my, I shredded my own cheese. I don't like buying prepackaged shredded cheese because one, it costs more, and two, they stick like cellulose, which is basically like wood fiber. They use it in fiberglass. If you didn't know that, I don't want that in my food. That's like just gross. So I shred my own cheese with my food processor with a shred blade. All right, got one more tail to get here. How's everyone doing so far? Oh, this one's tricky. This one's being stubborn here. Just like my men, they're being stubborn. So we are making lobster mac and cheese, yo. All right. Fancy take on a classic American Creole, French, Southern comfort food dish. All right, so I'm just going to double check my lobsters here. Make sure that they're nice and clean. There's no shell, no poop shoot. All right. And I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Just give them a good rinse. Move this out of the way. My cats, I'm surprised, aren't all up in my business right now. All right, so now I'm just gonna chop up this lobster meat here into bite-sized chunks. Because when we get that sauce going, it goes really quick. We're gonna start with a roux, which is flour, butter, milk, and then add the vermouth and the cheese and our spices. And so you want to have everything ready to go because you have to keep stirring the roux, otherwise it gets burnt. And you do not want no burnt ass roux, which is going to be what holds this dish together and is going to be the base for the cheese sauce. Hey, Nisi. I've got my tablet down here so I can actually watch the chat. But I got a moderator here. Hey, Andrea. Yes, vermouth in cheese sauce. That's how you make really good, you can use it for, a butter wine sauce. I love vermouth. We're going to add a little nutmeg to this bitch, some Old Bay, some Hungarian paprika. All kinds of good stuff is going in here. Alrighty, let me bring you guys over to the stove. Just move everything on. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Let me set this, I'll set this over here. My candle out of here. Our oven is hot at 375 Fahrenheit. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to bring you guys over here closer to where the action is, over here by the stove. Okay, let me lower this camera a hair. Bear with me here. It's the range hood is in the way. All right, I think this is good. Maybe what we'll do is there we go. I think this is good. Can you guys see okay? Is this good for you guys? All right. Make a martini with the vermouth, right? Let me get the milk and the vermouth out, by the way. Okay, I'm using dry vermouth. Okay, you can find this by the white wines in most liquor stores or grocery stores. If you can't find it, just ask someone knows. Okay. How you guys doing? I'm just gonna make a quick cup of tea here. Hit that like button. Thanks for joining me today. All right, let's make a spot of tea here. All right, I lost my tea bag. All right, so we're using a pretty big saucepan here. I've already got my noodles cooked, my lobsters cooked, ready to go. My big ass casserole dish is buttered. Okay. And I got most of my ingredients out here. I am just going to need my big spoonula. I love this thing. He used to be a lobster fisherman. Well, you know, just come on in and bring some butter. Okay, so we are going to melt. I've got some Kerrygold Irish salted butter here. I'm going to use half of this, and I've got some a butter, olive oil, and sea salt blend. You cannot use margarine when you're making roux because any water, it won't hold your cheese together, okay? So it has to be fat, okay? I'm trying to do this as low, like as healthy as I can, but you have to have butter for the roux. So I'm gonna get my saucepan warmed up here on medium heat. And let me just grab a butter knife here. And a stick, I've got half a stick of my butter sea salt blend, olive oil blend. If you guys are wondering what brand this is, it's Land O'Lakes butter with olive oil and sea salt. So it's sort of like a light butter, but there's no water in it. You don't want, like I said, margarine. Okay, and then I'm going to use, this was an 8 ounce, this is about 2 ounces of Kerrygold Irish butter. And we're going to use some of this to make our buttered breadcrumbs. That's why I want to save some of it. Okay, so I'm going to use about 2 ounces, which is going to be about 3 tablespoons. So about, we're going to use about half a stick of butter, well, a stick of butter, which would be 4 ounces. So a whole stick of butter, or like I'm doing a quarter stick of Kerrygold Irish butter, and half a stick of butter with olive oil and sea salt. We're going to get that melted. While that's melting, I'm going to grab about a 1/4 cup of flour. You have to use flour and roux, so I'm going to use a 1/4 cup. You don't really need to use a lot of it, and I need a whisk. Have to use a whisk for this because you don't want any lumps in your sauce. So I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of flour. I've got my cheese sitting over here already shredded. Okay, so once this butter is melted, we're going to sprinkle in a 1/3 cup of flour. Yep, I found out I cannot have MCT oil, and my body cannot handle that. And I have high cholesterol because of, well, I'm getting older, so I have to really be careful. Most of what I make is probably going to end up in my freezer in small batches that I can take out and have later, as I'm going to use this as a side dish and not a main dish. And probably have it with salad. Okay, so we're melting our butter right now, and I want my butter to be a little brown. I like browned butter. It gives it more flavor. So we're gonna let this melt until it reduces a bit, and it's gonna have like a more nutty flavor to it. I also shredded up 3 different kinds of cheese. This one is pepper jack cheese. I shredded up about 3 ounces of that, about 3 to 4 ounces of medium cheddar cheese, and then I had like some really good 3-year aged white Vermont cheddar. Even though I'm in Wisconsin, we're the cheese state, I shredded the whole block, but I'm not going to use all of this. The rest I'll put in the freezer, but it's going to have a lot of flavor to it. And we're not going to go crazy with a lot of seasoning because we want the lobster to shine. Okay. All right, so I'm waiting for this. So my butter is sizzling here. You can see the solids. Let me just bring this down a little lower here. Whoop. The solids are separating, and when this starts turning like a light golden brown, we're gonna whisk in our flour and then gradually add in. We'll put some vermouth in, and then the milk. Okay. And just trust your sense of smell. When it starts smelling toasty, like I said, you don't want to burn your butter, but we want it to be have some flavor to it. It'll be like a light golden brown color. Got my whisk ready here. Thank you for the donation, Aisha. Yep, Kerrygold butter was actually banned in Wisconsin for a while because of our former jerk governor trying to protect our local dairy farmers, but they had to relabel their product to fit Wisconsin standards, and now we can find Kerrygold again. But I use it like when I make croissants or French pastries. Yep. Okay, so our butter is browned. I'm now going to add in 1/3 cup of flour. Okay, we're going to whisk that really quick here so there's no lumps. Okay. You don't need a lot of flour. Like I said, the cheese and everything, this is going to thicken up everything really nice. So you want to whisk that together. Okay, so there's no lumps. So then I'm going to add, where's my ground? I'm going to add a tablespoon of ground mustard powder to that. Like I said, it goes really, really quick here. This is going to give it a punch to it and give it a tang. Okay. I'm going to throw in half a teaspoon of minced garlic. Not a lot, just a little. Like I said, we want to taste the cheese and the lobster. I'm going to use some Penzeys shallot pepper in here instead of minced onion. Again, shallots are milder. Make sure we whisk this really good here. And this, oh my God, this smells amazing. So nutty and beautiful. Want to whisk everything. Okay, I'm going to take this off the heat for a second while I grab another jar of shallot pepper. I'm probably putting in about a teaspoon of shallot pepper. Again, you can get this, you can order this online from Penzeys Spices. It's a local Wisconsin company. And the guy that owns it is freaking awesome. He's a liberal, I'm not gonna lie, but he definitely is amazing. I'm gonna add a little Hungarian paprika to give it a really pretty color. It's a sweet paprika. I'm going to say about a half a teaspoon of Hungarian paprika. We're going to add about a quarter, I'm going to say a quarter to a half a teaspoon of Old Bay. If I can get this open. You got to be careful with Old Bay seasoning because it can overpower a dish. I'm doing this off heat so that my roux doesn't burn. So about that much Old Bay. Okay. All right, and that's pretty much it for seasoning. We're not going to add a lot of salt to this because there's salt in the butter, in the shallot pepper seasoning, and in the cheese. I will taste it later if it needs some salt. I will add a little sea salt to this. So our roux is starting to come together here. Okay, now we're going to gradually add, I want to add my my vermouth. So I'm going to say, let's start with about a quarter cup. See how it, yeah, now we're gonna add more vermouth. Well, again, we're doing this over medium heat. Be careful not to splash this on your burner. It's alcohol. It can ignite, but it will cook off. Okay, do you see how thick this roux is here? Okay, and it's gonna keep thickening as we add more liquid here. And I'm gonna add a little bit more vermouth. So I'm gonna say about a half a cup total of vermouth. Stir that up really good. Okay, and now we're gonna start adding our milk, a little bit at a time. See, you don't need a lot of flour because it will thicken everything up. The milk is gonna loosen this all up, but we want to heat it slowly. keep whisking this in. Okay, it's going to loosen up, but don't freak out, and I would strongly suggest you guys use a non-stick pan. A heavy non-stick pan. Okay, it's starting to loosen up. It's still really thick, like the frickin' whisk will stand straight up in here. Gradually keep adding milk. I'm using skim milk. You can use whole milk, and I'm totally making a mess all over my stove, and I don't really care right now. I'll clean it up later. How's everyone doing? Hey, Shardy. Hey, Norma. Who else we got here? We in 5D, hello? You guys see okay here? Okay, so we're just getting our sauce together, getting the base here. You're gonna probably end up using 4 to 6 cups of milk. You can, again, you can use any milk. I'm choosing skim milk because we got enough fat with the butter and the cheese here. Okay, our sauce is starting to loosen up here. I just want to show this to you guys. Okay, see it's starting to loosen up, but it's still too thick. I don't want it super thick. It should be silky. You know, thinking about what this is going to taste like, and plus the noodles are going to soak up some of that sauce. So, and the cheese is going to make it thick too. Okay, and we want to whisk this until it starts bubbling. So we bring this up to a boil, but we're gradually adding this milk in here. And then once this comes up to a boil, we're going to reduce the heat and start adding our cheese. I'm using pepper jack, 3-year aged white Vermont cheddar, and some medium cheddar cheese, and of course a block of 2%. Actually, this is, they do make a 2% Velveeta. My store didn't have it, so just about 4 ounces. They come in, so about that much Velveeta, that's 4 ounces. We're going to add some of that in here too along. So we're putting four different kinds of cheese in here. And I'm just stirring my... So what we've got now really is the bechamel sauce. Okay. Just like a creamy butter white wine sauce. If I didn't put vermouth in this, it would be like the base for sausage gravy. But I would have fried my sausage first, saved the fat, made the roux, add the milk, salt and pepper, and then put your sausage back in here, and that's how you make sausage gravy. And you can put Tabasco or cayenne pepper, and then it's red-eye gravy. It smells so good, you guys. You can really smell the vermouth in here. Yes, I'll make someone a good wife someday. I'm a good ex-wife right now. I have 2 ex-husbands. under my belt, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add some more milk to this. So I've used about a 1/4 gallon of milk, so 32 ounces. That's what, 16 cups of milk? So about 6 to 8 cups of milk here. All right, so this looks kind of thin right now, but it's gonna thicken up when this starts boiling. And then we'll start adding our cheese. I'll leave my milk off to the side for now, in case we need it. Okay, let me get rid of my tea bag. Forgot I made a cup of tea. How's everyone doing so far? Washing the dishes. All right. Okay, we're just going to keep stirring our sauce here. This is driving me nuts. I like to clean as I go. I don't like a mess. Some of this crap out of the way. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, my lower back is acting up, but I've been hitting it hard at the gym. So today's a rest day for me. Just keep stirring our sauce here. We don't want it to burn. We want this to start bubbling, and then we'll start adding our cheese, our cheesies. Before this gets too hot, I just want to taste it and see if it needs salt. Yeah, it needs a little salt. About a half a teaspoon of sea salt. Again, not too much because there's salt in the cheese. We can always add, but it's hard to take it out after you've dumped in way too much salt. We're gonna add, you know what, I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper to this bad boy. Where's my cayenne pepper? Let's put some cayenne in here. About a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, you guys. This takes a bit here to come up to a low boil. Guys hanging in there? A bewitching charm. That's right, dinner at my place, yo. I got a fully stocked fridge full of wine. Having green tea with lemon right now. My Buddha mug that one of my subscribers got for me for my birthday. That's right, let that shit go. Aw, Katie, I love you too. Yeah, I know, I should never cook with bell sleeves over the stove. I'm smoking hot enough as it is, right? Yes, my sleeves are far enough away from the stove. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have a kitchen disaster here, I promise. That's why I've got my casserole, my buttered casserole on one of these. One, I won't have drips all over my oven, and two, it's going to make it easier to get it in and out of the oven, thus reducing my chances of going up in flames. I'm over here watching the chat on my tablet here. Yeah, I think my smoke alarm will let me know too. Is it hot in here or is it just me? Oh, you guys. I love you guys so much. Hey, I want to take a minute and I want to thank everyone who's been booking private readings, sending me gifts off of my Amazon wish list, sending me handmade gifts, your donations. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I want to thank you guys again and just express my gratitude. I'm so lucky, thankful, and blessed to be able to do what I love doing for a living. And again, I'm here because of you guys, so I want to thank everyone. Want to give a shout out to my fellow tarot readers out here on YouTube. My friend Scully Satie, Quartz Rose Tarot, Couple Love Tarot with Cindy G, Leo Fire 555, Ramblin' Mike, Arabella's Tarot, Deb does readings, there's so many. So many. If I didn't mention you, my apologies. But I want to thank my fellow light workers out here in the community too. You guys are awesome. We're in this together, man. We're in this together. Saving souls one at a time. Fulfilling our divine mission. We're on a mission from God. I'm going to go see the penguin. I have an Amazon wish list. It is Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. I forgot to post. I think if you go out to the About tab here on the channel, it's listed there. There's a link to it. But yes, I do have an Amazon wish list. It's under Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. So our base here, our bechamel, is starting to bubble. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. My cauldron is bubbling here. Got our toadstools and Eye of Newt ready to go. I'm making a love potion right here, man. This is some love right here. Like I said, I'll make somebody a good wife someday. Again. I'll make someone a good wife again. And I do not want either one of my ex-husbands back, or any of my exes for that matter. They can go kiss my grits. Alright, so we're going to start adding our cheese, you guys. Where's my Velveeta? I should have made my my witch name, or my tarot reader name, Velveeta. Tarot by Velveeta. Velveeta Smith. I don't know. Right, so we're going to stick in a 4-ounce chunk of Velveeta in the jacuzzi. There you go. Let it get all happy and melty. Okay, and get our cheeses ready here. Just kind of stir that around to wait for it to melt. If this starts to get too thick, we can always add a little bit more milk to it, but it's already, like I said, it's already melting. If I were to be making a Swiss cheese fondue, I would have used Apfelzeller, which is apple liqueur, instead of the vermouth, and then rubbed this whole pan down with garlic. And then you've got cheese fondue, yo. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this chunk of Velveeta to get melted here. And I need to get a giant bowl out because I have to mix my noodles and sauce and everything together. So while that's melting, I'm just going to quick run over here, get my noodles in the bowl. 12 ounces of cooked elbow macaroni or rotini, cavatappi, whatever you like. Whatever. And you want to stir this in. You don't want it to burn on the bottom. I'm using a whisk. Doing this over medium heat. I'm actually going to reduce my heat just a little bit, so medium-low heat. The shopping list is posted underneath the information for today's show on the community page. If you haven't seen my community page, you need to check it out because I post a lot of fun stuff, information, memes, stuff to brighten up your day. It's like the news page. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. Amazon wish list, again, is listed under Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. There is a link on my About tab for the Amazon wish list and other ways that you can donate. Okay, but there is a link on the About tab on this channel. If you go out of chat and you click on my little, the little circle, and it'll say home, videos, community, and then about, click the About tab and that'll open up for you. If you guys are interested in booking private readings with me, the link to my website is down below in the description box and also on the About section. Alright, so our Velveeta is melted. Now I'm going to start adding the other cheeses. So I'm going to add, now I want to save some of each cheese because it's going to go on top. So we're going to put in our medium cheddar. Okay. And I want to save about a 1/4 cup of each cheese to go in with the breadcrumbs. Put that in there. And then my pepper jack, same thing. We're going to put that in there. Okay, we're going to reserve about that much to go on top. And then just stir that in there here. Look at all this cheesy goodness. And what better person to teach you how to make lobster mac and cheese than a born and bred French-Creole Wisconsin girl. The queen, I'm the cheese queen. All right, and then we're gonna add our 3-year aged cheddar to this. Okay, and I did about 6 ounces. I did probably 3/4 of a cup, so 6 ounces of shredded 3-year white cheddar, and then 4 ounces each of the other 2 cheeses, and then the Velveeta. We're just going to melt this. Again, my oven's already preheated at 375. My casserole dish is buttered, ready to go. All right, I just want a quick taste this again to see if it needs any salt now that the cheese is in there. Be careful with hot cheese sauce, you will burn the shit out of your mouth if you're not careful. I'm just gonna needs a little salt, just a little salt. Hang on, I gotta get the cheese out from under my freaking nails here. All right, so here's our beautiful cheese sauce. Nice and thick, but still silky and smooth. It is gorgeous. I'm gonna shut my heat off now. Okay. Now we're going to assemble this. So in a huge bowl, you've got your cooked noodles. I'm going to add my lobster meat. Okay. Let me just toss the lobster with the noodles a little bit here. You guys see okay? Let me try to. It's kind of an awkward angle here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera back over to the counter. Bring you guys back over here. All right, then I'll assemble it here for you guys so you can see better. Okay, all right, so got our lobster and our noodles. Here comes the cheese sauce. We're going to dump the whole thing on top. Alright, we're just going to toss this carefully. You don't want to break the noodles. Just going to toss this all together here. Mix it up really, really well. Just fold it in there with the cheese and the lobster. Again, you can do shrimp and crab if you prefer. Might be a little cheaper. But, you know, like I said, this is a go big or go home recipe. Now we're going to grab our buttered casserole and we're going to pour this in. Okay. Okay, and I'm using, I think my casserole is about a 5-quart casserole. All right, so now we're gonna melt up some butter. We're gonna make some buttered breadcrumbs and cheese to go on top. Okay. I'm using panko breadcrumbs, and let me just grab a dish here. We're gonna take our reserved Kerrygold. That in there. Kerrygold butter. I think I'm gonna need more butter than that. How you guys doing so far? Melt this very slowly. For about 20 seconds at a time. So you don't want butter all over your microwave. Breadcrumbs, I'm gonna say let's say about a cup of breadcrumbs. About 1.5 cups of panko breadcrumbs. And there's my paprika and my Old Bay. And we're gonna add our reserved cheese. So a little bit of the, I guess I shredded up the whole block of the 3-year cheddar, but I'm not gonna put that much in. And then where's the other two? So you're gonna use about 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs and 3/4 of a cup of your remaining shredded cheese. Okay, and first I'm going to stir these up together because I'm letting my butter cool because I don't want the butter to melt the cheese. So I'm mixing up the cheese with the breadcrumbs. Probably should have used a bigger bowl. I just grabbed the first bowl that was in front of me. Okay. Now we're going to add the butter. So I melted a stick of butter, basically 4 ounces. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of Old Bay. About a 1/4 teaspoon of Old Bay. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of Hungarian sweet paprika. And we're going to mix this together really, really good here. And you know what? We're going to throw some parsley in there just to make it look pretty. About a teaspoon of dried parsley. Not a lot. All right, now we're going to take this, we're going to spoon this on top of the mac and cheese, covering everything with this breadcrumb and cheese mixture. And it's going to make a nice cheesy crust here. I probably made a little bit too much, but that's all right. Just don't want any noodles or sauce showing. All right. So it's going to look like this before you put it in the oven. Look at that. Would you look at that, for crying out loud. All right, let me let me wash my hands really quick here because they're slippery. You guys are awesome for hanging out with me today. Boy, do I have a mess out here. Okay. All right, and in the oven this goes 375 for, I would say, 30 to 45 minutes until it's brown and bubbly. My little bublichkas. Uncovered. And I'm going to set my timer. We'll start with we'll do 35 minutes and see how that turns out. Let me, all right, you guys ready for a tarot reading now? Yay! While that's in the oven, let me just get my cheese in the fridge so it doesn't get gross, and we'll be good to go while our casserole's in the oven. Yes, Elfie, this would be a really good recipe for Valentine's Day. Okay, let me move this tablet over here, off to the side. And then I'll bring you guys over. Okay, bear with me while I make get you guys situated, get myself situated here. All right. And I need to adjust the tripod and everything here, but let me just set this down first. Nice spot. I'll be right back. Okay. Let me adjust this tripod here. It's gonna be a little awkward, so bear with me. Okay. All right, and let me just tilt this up. There. Some semblance of normalcy here. There! Here we are. Here we are. Let me light everything here. Playing with fire today. I apologize for that noise, but my neighbor upstairs is like vacuuming right now and you can hear it. Well, I can hear it. You guys might not be able to hear it. Sounds like she's power buffing the floors. I don't know. Roto-rooter. All right. I think we need some romance incense. We need some incense. I mean, it already smells amazing in here with the lobster mac and cheese in the oven, but you know me, I have to be extra and shit. What? Thought it was lit. Furk the furk. There we go. Now we're ready. All right. How is everyone? Hanging in there? Still here? No, did I lose anyone? Please hit that like button. We've got 119 people in the room, 88 likes. Getting hungry? I'm always hungry. Yeah, breaking up concrete, Karen. I don't know what the hell she's doing up there. I have some really strange neighbors. Very bizarre. people live in this building. Oh my God. All right. Well, let me get the decks out here that we're going to play with today. Feeling me some Haunted House Tarot. And a couple Lenormands. Lenormand. And the good old, the standby. Alright, so we'll just do a love reading. You guys feel like a love reading today? Need some love? Thank you for the donation. Thank you. You're so sweet. Very kind of you. All right, so this is a general love reading. It is not for any particular sign. Okay? I get sometimes people come in and they're like, why isn't anything time-stamped? Because I don't read for any particular zodiac sign. I'm not like the other cookie cutter readers out here on YouTube. I do collective general readings when I go live. The individual signs have separate videos done twice a month. So if you're looking for timestamps, you've come to the wrong place. Just shut up and appreciate the free video, okay? If you want to know for sure what your story is, book a private reading with me. It's the only way you're going to know for sure. These general readings might not be for every single Betty, Bobby, and Boo Boo watching, okay? You're very, very welcome. I like doing it, otherwise I wouldn't be here, okay? Thank you, Norma. Norma's had readings with me before. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to show us in love and relationships here till our next Kitchen Witch special next month, which will be right after I have my eye surgery. I'm having the right eye done on February 5th. And the left eye is being done on February 12th. So, yeah, I'm not going to have a nice Valentine's Day. I'm going to have an itchy eye. But hey, I'll be able to see again, so that'll be good. I love you too, you guys. I love you too. Aw, you guys are so sweet. All right, let's pull an overall energy message. Let's see what Spirit wants to show us here. I'm asking my guardian angels and spirit guides to please lift the veil. Show me what I need to see and help me interpret the messages in a way that everyone can easily understand. Help the messages that come through be for everyone's highest good and the greatest good of all. Show me what I need to see in love and relationships, life partners, divine soulmates. On this beautiful Sunday afternoon, our Kitchen Witch Supernatural Cooking and Tarot show. Only beings of love and light may be here. Oh, you guys, I have to tell you guys this. I have to share this story with you. This happened to me this morning. So I went to go look at a duplex because I might have to move. I'll know by Friday what's going on. We'll see what's going on here. But when I got home, I was in the bathroom getting ready, and I have this electronic facial device. It's called a New Face. It helps lift and build collagen. It's got like 2 silver metal balls, and it has like 3 different settings. Blah blah blah. I had it sitting in a tray near the sink with my clarisonic brush. And this thing, to turn it on, you have to press the button and hold it for a few seconds and then repeat it to set it to the right, whatever setting you want. I was in my master bath is down the hall from the master bedroom suite. And I was putting on my socks. And all of a sudden I kept hearing this really weird, beeping, going boop, boop. And then it would stop. And then boop, boop. And I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was my phone. It was my New Face device that went off by itself. Out of nowhere. It was completely off. It wasn't sitting plugged in on a charger. It went off by itself. And the place I had looked at was a very old duplex on the east side of Milwaukee near the UWM campus. And that was really crazy. Coincidence? I think not. The home I was looking at was probably built in the early 1900s. It's possible. I do attract stuff. It also could have been an ancestor from the other side. It was something. I don't know. Like I said, this device, you have to press the thing and there was like nothing that hit it. Hey, Ashton. Yeah, the campus is old. That whole part of Milwaukee, that whole east side of Milwaukee near the lake is old. I live right on Lake Michigan, but on the south side, and it's old here too. There used to be an old coal plant here on the property. And I think there was an old bottling, there's like old bottling plant. Laddish is nearby. Patrick Cudahy, where my grandpa used to work. And the slaughterhouse is nearby. Milwaukee Forge. This is yeah. But I thought it was pretty cool. I freaked out for a minute, but it's like I'm so used to paranormal activity around me, it doesn't even faze me. The last Kitchen Witch show that I did, I had a mother and her 3 deceased children come through and I helped them cross over. So shit happens. It just does. I go, people or spirits are led to me for a reason. Yeah, LV, you were watching when that happened. Yeah, Ashton, you were here too watching. How you doing, boo? Happy Sunday. All right, let's pull an overall energy message here. Let's see what's going on for us in love and relationships. Let's see what Spirit wants to show us. You're staying home? Yeah. Good place to be. The Gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. There's some type of blockage, obstacle, but this is an open ironwork gate. You can see through it. You can see through this blockage. You can stick your hand in there and pick the lock open. On the bottom, you've got the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. So if you've been feeling like things are blocked, there's obstacles, your intuition might not have been the greatest, just know that your abilities will be enhanced and you need to trust your intuition, okay? I also, any negative energy is kept on the other side. Only good stuff is here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, there's, our souls never die. Our souls are infinite, and everyone has intuition. It's just Some of us aren't afraid of it, and we're open to it, and we know how to work with it. It's developed. All right, let's see what's going on here for love and relationships. Okay, got the devil here. Capricorn energy. This is a karmic soul contract. It can also be fear, lust, things we bind ourselves to, temptation, jealousy. Okay. Some of us are blocking toxic people, blocking negativity. Someone might, their obstacle might be toxicity. Addiction is what's keeping them from their goal. We are in Capricorn season until January 19th. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns, by the way. I've got Capricorn moon in my chart, but there's 6 planets hanging out in Capricorn, and we just had the Cancer lunar eclipse a couple days ago. Let's see what else is going on here. Hanged Man, Pisces energy, Christ consciousness, taking a break, getting enlightenment, looking at something from another perspective. Okay. Spending time in prayer and meditation. The devil's got someone hung upside down here. Okay, remember that the devil tried tempting Christ while he was in the desert. When he spent 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, the devil tried tempting Jesus. And he wasn't fooled. And the devil left him alone. What else is going on here? The star, Aquarius energy, hope, healing, prophecy, fate and destiny, wishes being granted. Light worker energy. So there's process here. So if we're in Capricorn season now, next comes Aquarius and then comes Pisces. There's a process happening here with a karmic cycle. Someone's healing from, somebody's going through some spiritual warfare right now. Trusting their intuition here. 3 major arcanas out already. 4 of Swords, healing, rest, planning your next move, healing. There may have been a third party, disappointment and heartbreak. There's 3 swords on the wall. He's about to pick up that sword of communication and start cutting some stuff out. It's just taking a step back. Someone's taking a step back and looking at something from a whole new perspective and releasing old heartbreak, toxic habits, healing, hope for a new day. They're planning, they're not giving up hope. Releasing this toxicity, blocking out. Okay. Spirit blocked something that wasn't meant for them. Or Spirit has blocked something that wasn't meant for you. Again, the roles can be reversed here. But they're resting right now, healing. On the bottom, you've got the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. It's our tarot reader, and I'm wearing my High Priestess necklace today that my friend brought back from Spain that she had made for me. But knowing, it's in the cards, having this inner knowing. Okay, not saying anything, but you already know your intuition is spot on. Got two people going within here. Looking at this from another perspective, but already knowing, they already know. Someone's being cautiously optimistic here. Someone needs to learn how to release and let go. Let go of this attachment, this old karmic crap, jealousy, doubt, fear, temptation. Could also be lust and passion too. Underneath the High Priestess is the King of Swords. He's going to cut some shit out. Be very clear. Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Someone's making a decision here. Somebody's taken a step back and assessed a situation. This is like Temperance. Assessing. Time out. The worst is over. The sun is starting to come up. They're done. And they're looking back at some past heartbreak, betrayal, a lot of mental stress and anguish. They may need to get counseling here. The King of Swords is a man or masculine energy in a position of authority, possibly military, police background, doctor, attorney, counselor, philosopher. He's the king of communication. Making a decision. He knows and he's not saying anything. He can act cold, distant, and aloof. Guarded. Somebody's been hurt before. He's taking notes and getting in touch with his intuition and assessing something here. Me was writing down your recipe. Are you guys writing down the recipe as I was going? And you're like, if I do it, it's going to be a flop. It's like they're learning from the High Priestess here. They're studying her. On the bottom, got the Lovers. These two chose each other. Archangel Raphael. I've got my Archangel Raphael candle lit over here. Choosing love over fear. The Devil is the perverted, reversed version of the Lovers. Somebody's releasing a karmic, they're released from a karmic soul contract, and now they're deciding to choose love over fear. Because you're their shining star. Gemini energy, 6 energy, a number of healing. They're choosing each other. Can't make this shit up. Somebody already knows that this is their person that they're supposed to be with. And now they're looking back and assessing a situation They got fucked over. Somebody got fucked over really bad here by a karmic soulmate. Someone might have thought it was their twin flame or divine partner when it was really their karmic. Somebody was off playing with some karmic stuff here, and they're done. They've completed their karmic contract. They've been cut loose. The King of Swords is cutting the hanged man down. Can't stay like this forever. The blood is going to rush to your head and you're going to pass out. Keeping things stuck, but Spirit needed to put someone on hold till they could complete their karmic lessons and wake up and see the light and gain some enlightenment, clarity. Look at this, because they were blocked before. They were in their own way. They were blocking their blessings. This was trying to come in. They weren't trusting their intuition, and they're blocking their blessings here. They're fighting what was meant to be. All right, let's get into our other deck here. We're going to clarify these. You blocked a narcissist 5 months now. Yep. But you need to cut those energy cords, because if this is still, even though you released this person and this is still a reading that's resonating for you, you're not over it yet. You're still healing. Okay. So whenever you end a relationship with someone, please go to a Reiki master. Have those energy cords cut. You might need to have it done a few times. Get your chakras realigned. Okay. And time will heal. It's going to take time. The longer you're with someone, the longer it's going to take to heal. Okay. It depends on how intense your relationship was and how close you guys were. You know, it's easier to get over a long distance relationship where you didn't see each other on the daily or hear from each other on the daily. Those are easier to overcome. But if someone was addicted, it looks like someone needs to go to counseling and detox. Like, this is like the last straw here. Like, they're done. They're as done can be with this karmic situation here. And they're really taking a look back at their life, and they're like, they can't continue on like this in this energy, because they're going to end up dead. If they're addicted to drugs, alcohol, whatever. All right, why is the gate here? Please clarify the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. This is your goal. There's a union trying to happen, and you know, everyone has free will. You know, and as far as twin flames go, I'm very down to earth about that. I don't believe in all of the floofy stuff that, you know, you constantly have to be working on yourself. You know what? Nobody's perfect. And neither one of you have to be completely perfect to come into union, because you guys can heal together. But you at least need to be independent, not codependent. Look at it from a healthy and down to earth perspective. You know, there's a lot of twin flame readers or whatever, and they're all about, oh, you have to do this, and you have to pray, and you have to raise your vibration, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what it really is? It's like, work on yourself and have common sense. Do not, like, try to control anything. Just worry about water your own frickin' lawn. Worry about yourself. Don't go chasing after anyone. And when they figure it out, they'll figure it out. Some people will never figure it out. But I don't want you guys to get hung up on this twin flame shit, because, you know, they're very rare. They're very rare. They're for a spiritual purpose. Typically, people are light workers coming into union to help serve the collective here for a spiritual mission. Look at it as being the best version of yourself that you can be, so that you can be in a healthy relationship with a life partner. And it's about loving yourself first and respecting yourself first. And not wanting to be with someone who's an alcoholic, a drug addict, a liar, a cheater. That is not for you. So yeah, it's true for all relationships. It's just common sense. So don't worry about labels or twin flame crap. You know, you want to be healthy and in a healthy relationship with your true love. Hey, Casey. Dinner is not ready. It's in the oven. It is in the oven, my dear. All right, so let's see why the gate is here. No, stay. You're not going to be in and out here like Carlos Spicy Wiener, Casey. You're either in or you're out. You're going to stay. Don't be pulling no Knight of Wands, freaking hit it and quit it. A dine and dash. You're not going to pull a dine and dash. Where's your twin flame, Casey? Where's Leon? Leon and Casey, by the way, are twin flames. Divine partners in union. Don't label his ass. All right. So the Hermit came out to clarify the gate. Someone's gone within, doing that soul searching, gazing at that star in the lantern here, looking for light. They're blocked from the light. They don't see the light yet. But somebody might have Virgo and Pisces in their chart, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer. Everybody's here. Someone might be spiritually blocked, but they are becoming more spiritually enlightened now after just, taking time to go within, shutting out the world. Someone might be a bit reclusive, isolating themselves. Both of you might be isolating yourselves, hermiting. I know I've been hermiting. Ashton hasn't seen me since Christmas. I've been doing the hermit. I'm a hermit crab. I'll come out soon. Trying to behave myself. Why is the hermit here with the gate? It's the Knight of Wands. Somebody's trying to find their way through the dark. They've been blocked from the light. Do you see this? They're both holding lights up, and here's a full moon. They're about to make a move now. They're trying to maneuver their way through the dark. Somebody's going through the dark night of the soul and about to come out of it. They've been going through this for a while. They're getting their mojo back. They're getting their mojo back. By the way, you should smell it. I wish I had smell-o-vision right now. It smells effing good in here. Oh, that's because it's done. When you can start smelling your food, it's done. So let's go over. Let me unplug you guys. Let's go over to the stove and let's check on our yummy baked lobster mac and cheese here. Let's see if it's brown and bubbly. Oh, it's a little brown. It's almost burnt. 30 minutes, you guys. Okay, yeah, it's definitely done. Let me take this out. It's all right if it's a little brown. I like brown cheese. Oh, it's perfectly golden brown, you guys. Yeah, I think you can do 30 minutes at 375. I did 35 because my oven runs a little colder, but look. Look at that. Get cheesy, bubbly goodness. Mmm. So I'm going to leave that sit there. It's going to be too hot to eat. Sorry, bring your forks. That's going to feed, that would probably be about 6 to 8 side dish servings. That's definitely going to be, oh, that's Rhiannon. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is he playing? Hey, baby girl. Little shit. Big girl spoon for you. Yeah. All right, let's keep going here. So we got our buddy Carlos Spicy Wiener here. These guys are trying to find their way through the dark. Somebody's getting their mojo back after being in hermit mode. Looks like, I mean, look at, he just looks like he's all messed up. His clothes are a mess. I don't know if he just washed up on shore. But he's also grown from a foolish, flighty, immature man to a wise soul here. They look alike. I mean, they're kind of dressed similarly. This guy's grandpa suspenders on. His hair's gray there. Somebody's matured. Somebody is emotionally stunted. Somebody's got Peter Pan syndrome here. Let me plug my charger back in. These live broadcasts drain my battery. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. Why is the Mystic Circle here? Your abilities will be enhanced. Here's the King of Swords again. He's playing chess, not checkers. He looks like a dark angel or a vampire here. He's planning, plotting, and strategizing. He's here twice. This is someone in a position of authority, someone who is very intelligent. Sometimes they're too smart for their own good. Someone's trying to outmaneuver someone. Someone might be a bit manipulative here. They were trying to outmaneuver, and they were fighting this and trying to outmaneuver. So we might be trying to outmaneuver the devil here. So he's trying to outrun the devil. Air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but somebody is, it says your abilities will be enhanced. Someone is, I'm hearing two can play that game. Someone, for those of us who are light workers, and we're out in the public eye, this is someone who's in the spotlight, a celebrity, and we're dealing with our counterparts, our life partners. It's not really fair because I feel like they're still watching us, and they're keeping quiet, and they're taking notes. They're trying to figure you out because they're like, two can play that game, and they're trying to run away from what's meant to be. So they're watching us because we're intuitive, we're psychic mediums. And so it's like, it's unfair because they kind of know what's coming because they're watching our tarot readings. Does that make sense? It's hard for me to explain, but they're watching you because we're out in public, you know, and they're watching your every move. They're trying to figure out your secrets. She's a secret keeper. She holds the secret to forbidden knowledge. There's like a dance here. They're doing this slow dance. But someone's been trying to be manipulative because they know that you're intuitive. For those of us who are light workers, psychic mediums out here, they know. And they can't, they're intelligent too, and they're probably very intuitive, but they're learning how to trust their intuition, learning how to use their intuition for a greater purpose instead of for, so I always say I use my powers for good, not for evil. They were using their powers for evil before. You get what you give. Yep, flame tamer. None of your business. None of your business. They all up in your business. Hey, if they want to know, they know how. They got my phone number. They can freaking call me. They want to know something. All you gotta do is ask. But I ain't chasing after anybody's ass. Thank you, Casey. They already know. You already know. All right. Could it be Satan? Not today, Satan. Not today. Not today. Why is our good buddy Beelzebubba here? Rhiannon is having a good time. She's running all over her little room. I don't know if Nikita's in there with her, if they're playing together. I don't know. She's like, I hear a little pause. It's so cute. She's smelling dinner. Maybe she's excited. It's almost time for them to have dinner too. Why is the devil here? Eight of Swords. They bound themselves. This is mental mindfuckery here. Keeping themselves stuck in fear, doubt, confusion. Attaching themselves to a karmic situation. They've allowed themselves to be bound and trapped to their addiction, fear, jealousy, mental mindfuckery. Insecurity. You can cut yourself loose. You've got the King of Swords here twice. Both of you are freeing yourselves and making a decision, and you're going to cut off this devil shit and free yourself from a karmic soul contract. It's done. Your karmic soul contract is fulfilled. Cut yourself down. Someone was stuck with somebody who's really, really tied up here, bound, stuck. They're keeping themselves stuck in that energy. But now they're seeing it from another perspective. Yeah, Hanged Man, Pisces. Now they're looking at it from another perspective, and now they're healing. They went through a spiritual warfare here. Now they're healing from this battle. Both of you are, because you've got the Lovers here. Who'd have thought a casual Sunday cooking show reading would get so intense and deep? Who'd have thunk? All right. Why is our Hanged Man here? Somebody was also there. Somebody has had some dark thoughts. Two of Pentacles. Balance. Looking at this, they look like twins. Even though it's Earth, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's balance. Somebody's looking at everything, looking at both sides of the coin, trying to make a decision. Somebody's trying to message me right now. Somebody's looking at this, trying to get their balance back, but these two are holding hands and they look like kids. Looking at this from a whole nother perspective, they're stuck. Like stuck in the middle. They're looking at this twin flame stuff from another perspective. And I told you guys, don't get stuck on the title, but they're looking at the spiritual connection from another perspective here. This couple's holding hands here. And now they're starting to see a lot of similarities. It's about alignment and balance here. That is weird. And I've got the Two of Pentacles underneath the Lovers. Someone's getting their balance back now. Both of you are getting your balance back. These look like the little girls from The Shining. Red rum, red rum. Our Hanged Man might be starting to see paranormal apparitions and ghosts and stuff. Because it says your abilities will be enhanced with the King of Swords here. This could be spirit on the other side. Your divine masculine might also be highly intuitive and might be freaking starting to see, somebody's seeing double here. They're drunk. They're afraid. They're afraid. They're not, they're like freaking out. They saw something. Some spirit showed this person something and they're freaking out. Those of you light workers might start, spirit might give you more to see now that you've leveled up and you're still ascending. Your powers are growing stronger as a psychic, medium, tarot reader, light worker. Some of you might now might actually be able to see physical manifestations. I'm just praying after I have my eye surgery that it's successful, that I don't start seeing double. I'm hearing that Foreigner song, Double Vision. Somebody's seeing double vision because they've been hanging upside down for so long. They're going to start passing out here. They've been stuck for so long. They're going to start seeing double. It's about balance, releasing. Why is the star here? Why is the star here? Four of Swords. Again, we got a lot of duplicate messages here. I will clarify them too. Four of Swords. Again, there's monsters under the bed. Healing. There's four swords over her bed though. This one, which is right next to it, there's three swords on the wall, and he's about to pick up the sword, the Ace of Swords, to communicate. This battle isn't over yet. Somebody's taking a break to heal and to look at everything, this whole spiritual connection that they have with you from another perspective. Someone may have twin siblings as well. Either you or your divine partner may have a twin sibling. But the two of you are mirroring each other. There's like a lot of duality here. A lot of 2 energy, 6 energy, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Evening out. Things are evening out. Two, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? All right. Why is the... Let's see here. Let me clarify. Let me finish clarifying the majors, then I'll go back and clarify the duplicates, and then the remaining pip cards. Why is the High Priestess here? Our goddess Diana, Artemis. Ace of Swords. The truth is a double-edged sword. You can use the sword for good or for evil. You can use your gift of intuition for good or for evil. This is clarity, truth, honor, victory, integrity. She'll tell you the truth. Do you want to know the truth? Because the truth might hurt. Someone's not saying anything because they know the truth hurts. She spoke some truth. She predicted something and it came to pass. The psychic medium High Priestess acts with honor and integrity. You might not like what she has to say, but it's the absolute goddamn truth. Someone doesn't want to admit that she was right, because what she predicted would happen with her divine counterpart, with his karmic soulmate, came true. And now he's freaking out because he's like trying to figure out, how did she know that? He underestimated her. He underestimated her intelligence. Your intuition is clear. But you need to be careful because, again, you hold the secrets to forbidden knowledge, and you can end up hurting yourself with the things that you see. Someone might have been dealing with someone who secretly cuts themselves with a cutter. Here's the song Keep Bleeding Love that I'm hearing. I love that song, Bleeding Love. Someone, there's a saying too about don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Where are the lovers here? Gemini energy. Ace of Wands. That spark is still here. Two becoming one. Divinely guided and inspired. Your love. Do you see all the other candles lit here? You light up the world with your love. People, when you guys are together, can feel the love and the chemistry between you, and that spark is still there. They're still holding the torch for you. You're holding the torch for each other. Someone could also be coming in with an apology. Got two aces here. And the lovers, 1111, and the devil. This is a twin flame, divine soulmate connection here. This is divine inspiration, guidance, birth, creativity. What was put together by God, let no man put asunder. It's a match made in heaven. Two souls lighting the way for the others. Two divine partners lighting the way. Show me the way. Your divine masculine is saying, show me the way. Peter Frampton, show me the way. I watch you when you're sleeping. I wanna take your love. Show me the way. Why is the King of Swords here twice? Nine of Wands. Perseverance, not giving up. She's holding a torch. He's holding a torch. She's racing out of the castle. There's 8 wands lit, the wands of passion. Things taking off quickly, getting to your destination safely, lighting the way. Both of you were searching in the dark with your torches. That Ace of Wands, which Raven is holding in her hand. Both of you have been through a lot. Both of you have learned a lot. Both of you are extremely intelligent. Expecting more of the same bullshit, but not willing to give up. Nine of Wands. perseverance, wounded warrior energy, been through the battle. Looking for each other in the dark. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Why is the Four of Swords here twice? It's the Emperor, 4 energy, 444, stability's coming in. Aries, could be Taurus or Capricorn too. He means business. It's your divine masculine. Healing. But he's got his gun. This is structure, stability, divine masculine energy. He wants to protect you from the monsters under the bed. He's healed. Now he's coming back fighting. He's got his gun. He's an old soldier. Looks like he's from World War I. Control. Taking his power back. He's a trophy hunter. Why is the Emperor here with the Four of Swords twice? Strength. He is strong, brave, courageous. Strength is the only thing that can overcome the devil. Both of you were blessed with infinite strength from divine source energy from God. You have the God-given strength. There's a strong bond here. Someone allowed their pride and ego to get in the way. He's been hunting. He's been out on the hunt. He's out hunting lions. Was he fighting the monsters under the bed? From past heartbreak? Got himself out of a toxic situation? You were waiting for someone to man up and fight for this connection because you've been fighting for it, and it's like they were fighting what was meant to be. They were fighting what was meant to be, but there's a strong, infinite bond between the two of you. And someone laid down the law, and they're like, I want commitment, structure, and order. I want somebody means business here. Why is strength here with the Emperor and the Four of Swords twice? You can't make this shit up. The Star. I said they were fighting what was meant to be, what was destined and fated. Someone remained hopeful. There's a shooting star. Someone made a wish. This is wishes coming true for both of you. Both of you chose each other before you were born. You both reincarnated together in this lifetime again. This is meant to be. It's destiny, fate. It was written in the stars. This is everything that they could have hoped for. You are everything that they could hope and wish for. Truth hurts, don't it? Why is the Star here twice with strength, the Emperor, and the Four of Swords twice? More two energy, two of wands, twin flames. Here's the full moon. They're consulting their Ouija board, trying to make a decision, an emotional decision. I don't mess with Ouija boards, by the way. I don't believe in them. They're dangerous, especially if you don't know what the hell you're doing with one. Step away from the Ouija board. Both of you, this is equals here. You've met your match. There's a lot of emotion and feeling here. Both of you feel equally about each other. Someone's going to decide now to get on their right path here. Being guided by spirit. Yes, no. Yes, no. Ouija is yes, no. Ouija, yes or no? Yes or no? Does he love me? Yes or no? Does he love me? Does he love me not? He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Back and forth, up and down. But there's a lot of balance coming in. This is balancing out. They're getting on their proper path now. There's the Strength card, Leo energy, is overcoming this devil. They're cutting themselves out of Eight of Swords, devil energy, cutting themselves down out of Hanged Man, Hermit. It's coming, they're coming. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Six of Wands. Coming back from a battle victoriously after being gone, after things being put on hold by spirit. Divine timing. Recognizing. Someone now sees someone's worth. This is what you hoped and prayed for. Something's manifesting. Coming back from this battle victoriously, being recognized, being seen, being heard. They've been gone for a while. They're back. I'm back, bitches. I'm back. I'll be back. He's like, I'll be back. Somebody was out hunting, looking for their wish fulfillment, searching and searching and searching, getting all confused. Look at this. And what they wanted and what they wished for was right under their nose the whole time. They didn't have to go looking very far. But they did. And they found some frickin' monsters and demons while they were out here thinking the grass was greener, looking for something better when everything that they ever wanted, what they wished for, was right in their own damn backyard. Right under their frickin' nose. One of you knew it first. And then the other one now knows. They see who you are. Truth hurts, don't it? There's a donut place in Madison called Hurt's Donut, by the way. It's right under their nose the whole time. For a lot of these men, it's about the thrill of the chase, but now their shit is flipped. The prey has now become the hunter, and the hunter the prey. The chaser is now the runner. Somebody's shit got flipped. You flipped the story on them. Because they're trying to outmaneuver and play games and shit. Somebody saw right through it and they cut that off. They cut that shit off. Nobody has time for games. Somebody was playing games with someone's heart and their emotions. Because they are too stubborn and prideful to admit that the high priestess, the star, the light worker, was right the whole time. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Ten of Wands. Ending. Dropping the burden. Dropping the mental stress and anguish. Done. This is done. It's completed now. And you've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands here. New beginnings now. Of being clear, honest, passionate, divinely guided and inspired. New day is dawning here. On the bottom of the clarifying deck, this is one of my favorite tens, the Ten of Pentacles. Long-term stability, commitment, loyalty, family, financial security, physical security. Power couple here, coming into union. Commitment. Building an empire together. All of your wishes, everything that you both could ever want is with each other. And they're starting to see it now. It's taken a long time. Someone now is looking at, this guy's a traditional man, old school, older. This is a grown-ass man who's learned all of his life lessons, all of his karmic lessons. It's got him some freaking Satan hanging on his wall now. He made Satan his bitch. He wants structure. He wants this traditional, balanced, secure, stable, committed relationship now. He might have been afraid of commitment before. Yeah, underneath this is the Hierophant, the priest. Someone exorcised their demons. They got rid of their demons. They had faith. They didn't believe in traditional marriage or commitment. Now they believe. Got the exorcist hanging over this bed here. They didn't believe in commitment or traditional stuff, but now they sure as hell do after playing with some karmic, toxic bullshit. I just wanted to show that to you. It's taken a long time, but somebody didn't lose faith and hope. They persevered through this. They knew somebody was going through some spiritual warfare, fighting their demons. And they're going to win. They're going to have victory over their demons. Damn. All right, let me grab a couple of Norman's messages on this, just for validation. Damn. All right, 2 came out. I was about to shuffle. I'm gonna keep shuffling though. We got the older gentleman here. This is someone over the age of 40 or 50 with graying hair. And we've got Tree, which is about family, tradition, ancestry, past life connection. putting roots down. Somebody wants to settle down. This is also a seed that was planted into, and it's grown into a strong tree. Somebody wants to settle down now and put roots down. Yeah, they were scattered before. They're being deceptive, stuck. Hey, Leon. Good to see you. Dinner's ready. I got my tablet going so I can actually see the chat. I had it going while I was cooking. All right. All right, first message out is the key. There's a heart-shaped lock. You hold the key to their heart. 8 of diamonds, it's 8 of pentacles. Now they're willing to work on it and figure out a solution. It's card number 33. Christ consciousness here. This is 3. It's card number 12. It's 3. 333. Alignment, mind, body, and spirit. Christ consciousness. Both of you might be master number, life path number 33s or a 6, because we've got the lovers here. Both of you have the key to each other's hearts. They're going to open up to you. Here's the gate. Here's the key to the gate. With a heart-shaped lock. Their heart was blocked off. And you have the key to their heart. You've been working at it. You've been working at picking this lock, picking this person's locks. Someone was trying to pick you apart, figure you out, and they can't figure you out. You remain a mystery to them. Let's see what the key is. Inspiration unlocks the door. Solutions are the key to success and more. Miracles and insight are easy to trace once the final piece tumbles into place. Things are falling into place here. There's a key. Damn. Damn. Underneath that is the ring. Commitment. They want commitment. Coming full circle, coming back around. I said you've got the key to their heart. Card number 25, 7 energy. You read Lenormand in pairs and left to right. Okay, so the first card out goes on the left. The ring is on the right. Okay, when the ring is on the right, your love is still alive. They still love you. They want commitment. They're coming. Somebody's getting freaking married. Somebody's going to end up getting married here. This is going to lead to marriage for somebody. I don't know who, but for someone. Ring to the right, your love is alive. It will ever be bright and continue to thrive. Ring on the left and troubles begin. Your heart will be cleft and filled with chagrin. Ace of clubs, Ace of wands energy. It's divinely guided. It's number 25. That's 7 energy. This is divinely guided. It was a matter of divine timing. And you guys are coming out of this waiting period, this hold cycle successfully here. Because you both needed to close out karmic cycles and learn your karmic lessons. They might have needed to overcome their addictions, their stubbornness, their pride, and become spiritually aligned again. Both of you hold the key to each other's hearts here. My Chiron, by the way, is in Pisces. Chiron is the wounded healer. So, and I'm a life path 33, so is my divine partner. You typically don't reduce master numbers, which would be 11, 22, or 33. He's got a twin sibling. I'm a Cancer on the Gemini cusp, June 22nd. His rising is Cancer. His sun is in Pisces. His moon is in Virgo. My moon is in Capricorn. So I'm claiming this reading for mine too. Even though many of you also resonate, because we're all part of one collective consciousness. And that's why, even though you're going through something, so are thousands of other people, because we are part of the same soul tribe. Doesn't mean that I'm too close to anything, because I read what comes out, and I read objectively. I'm also part of a twin flame journey. The world is small. It's a small world after all. Yeah. This has not been a trip to Disney World, I can tell you that. It's been more like freaking Space Mountain or some bullshit. It has not been smooth sailing. All right, let's grab some advice messages here. They're coming. They're coming out of the dark. They're coming. The script is flipped. You flipped the script on them. They cannot deny this anymore. They can't deny what's meant to be. They can't run anymore. And someone's gotten sick and tired of waiting, and they've moved on. And like I said, they're wondering what the hell you're up to. Let them sit there and mind fuck themselves. Like I said, this was a tough lesson someone had to learn. About going with the flow and trusting your intuition and just staying open to what spirit who spirit puts in your path. And don't question it. This is a divine, you guys are blessed with a gift. Spirit's seen the struggles you've both been through, and there's a reason why you were brought together. Because you're each other's match. You're supposed to be together. It's put together on the other side. Is written in the stars, in your books of life. Someone sabotaged it. Someone came in and made this more difficult than it needed to be because they didn't believe. They were not in touch with their inner, with their soul. They were living in earthbound 3D energy instead of a spiritual higher. They weren't in connection with their highest selves, let's just say that. They were in earthbound 3D devil energy. All right. What advice, Spirit? What advice do you have? Strength again. I said both of you were blessed with infinite strength. The strength and courage to go through this. Thank you guys for all your donations and the thumbs up, by the way. Thanks for watching. Ancestors, Your ancestors are working with your guardian angels and spirit guides on the other side to bring the two of you together. You are being protected and watched over, and you guys also have many past lives together. They've also had to heal some ancestral karma. Compassion. When they come back and ask for forgiveness, go easy on them. Don't read them the riot act. Don't be like, I told you so. They are going to come back and ask for forgiveness for what they put you through. And you have to use your own common sense and good judgment to decide whether or not you're going to take them back if they deserve it. Also, be compassionate with yourself. No one's perfect. You needed to go through all of this stuff so that you could learn and develop and grow. So don't beat yourself up either. But also, Spirit is showing mercy on you and granting you your wishes. You've been begging for mercy because this has been a hell of a battle, a spiritual battle that you've been through. And Spirit is going to show mercy and compassion on you too. And there will be peace here. Peace. I'm going to be a good third wife to somebody here pretty soon. Or life partner. They can put a ring on it. Underneath that was house. You want the ring, the house. You want commitment, stability. Long-term, traditional marriage and relationship. You don't want to have to worry about the 3D crap. You don't want to have to worry about where you're going to live, where your next meal is coming from, who's going to take care of you when you get sick. Like I have to have surgery next month. I'm going to be here by myself recovering. That's no fun. I want someone to lay in bed with me and watch cartoons. Wait on me hand and foot, bring me chicken soup and hot tea and stroke my hair. Snuggle. All right, let's get some love messages. I want someone to feed my demon kitties for me. We all deserve that. We deserve to have our ride or die by our side. You've both been searching for each other in the dark. But you've made your way back to each other. You guys are coming back together here. You've been separated for a bit. And like I said, you've been looking and looking, and it's like looking for that needle in the haystack, looking in the dark. You find love where you when you stop looking, that's when it shows up. Both of you probably gave up and then ran into each other and met, and then both of you thought it was too good to be true. One of you knew though, and the other one didn't believe it. But everything you've been searching for is right here. Somebody was being stubborn and combative and trying to play a bunch of games here. All right. First love messages letter. A message or contact from your love is on its way. Where's the Ace of Swords here? There's communication happening here pretty soon. You're going to hear from them. We haven't seen the letter in a long, long time. We have not seen the letter in a long time. Destiny point, which path will you take? Follow your soul dreams or stay in your comfort zone? Someone has been keeping themselves stuck in a comfort zone here. Keeping themselves stuck. They were comfortable. They were all right with the same old toxic. They were used to toxic relationships. That's what they're used to. And they thought that when they met you, it was going to be more of the same bullshit. And when you met them, you probably thought, you know, after you've seen some things about them, you probably thought, yeah, they're just like every other asshole I've been with. But now they're getting out of their comfort zone. Someone's going to give this person a chance, but they're coming back as an emperor and a king, not as frickin' Carlos Spicy Wiener. This person's got their shit together. They figured out real quick. They're very smart. It doesn't take, you don't have to tell them twice. They know what they need to do to get you back, and they're going to do it. Time. Divine time is bringing you together. True love is timeless. This is a matter of divine timing. True love is timeless. They needed time. You needed time. It needed time. On the bottom, you've got soul family. This love is connected to a past soul life. You guys knew each other before. Had many past lives with this person. Lucy and Reiki. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do. Let me pull one more. I want one more love message. Wishes. Wishes are dreams we can manifest. What is your wish? And we do have the star here twice, you guys. Got the star here twice. Someone made a wish upon a star or a dandelion. Where's my other star card? I can't find it in this pile here. Here it is. Got the star twice. Wishes are coming true. Both of you wished for each other. You called each other in. Wishes, one more. Commitment, here's the ring again. I said they're coming back for traditional marriage and commitment. Your relationship moves to the next stage of love and unity. They want to put a ring on it. They're going to be ringing your phone. You're going to hear your phone go off all of a sudden. It's time. It's time. Because they know if they don't move quickly, that's going to be it. You're going to move on. Twin flame, divine partner or not, you're going to move on and find somebody who has their shit together and wants the same kind of relationship that you want. But you already know this person. This is someone you've been messing with for a while. All right, you guys. That's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for hanging out in the kitchen with me today. When I have a free moment, I will post the full recipe. Although you can just write stuff down and rewatch the video, I'll post it for replay. Okay, I'll see you guys again Wednesday morning for the Hump Day Love Shack reading. Those of you who are waiting for emailed recorded video readings, those should be done shortly. I got slammed with those. Those are taking 10 business days, and my business days are Monday through Thursday. I typically do not work Friday through Sunday. I need time to rest and that. Oh my God. Sorry, Nikita. Nikita hopped on the table and knocked the camera off the tripod. So my apologies, but I'm going to let you guys go now. I need to feed these cats. I need to feed myself. I got laundry to do. Yes, thank you to all of the mod squad, the troll patrol here, my moderators. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you were cooking with me, enjoy the casserole. Let me know how you like it, how it turns out for you. How can you forget to do laundry? When you have to wear your granny panties? I love you guys. Thank you all. You guys are so awesome. Love and light to you too. I'll see you guys Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Central. Hump Day Love Shack reading. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Bye. Mwah. Bye.